Liz Garland. I'm here today to talk to you about the importance of your skin and the importance of getting things checked if they don't seem quite right. As a little girl, I loved to play outside. I was always playing in the ditches and tadpoles and just constantly outside. And then as I grew older, I became very passionate about tennis, and I lived on the tennis court. That went on until I was in college, and never did I really even think about the importance of protecting my skin. 12 years ago, I had a spot on my neck that it was just kind of like a pimple, but it wasn't going away, and it was just very irritating. So I asked my primary care doctor to, check it out. And she's like, you need to go to a dermatologist. So I went to the dermatologist and found out not only did I have basal cell carcinoma in that spot, on several spots on my arm as well. I was going to the dermatologist every 6 months and getting everything checked, and they would find more cancer and they would take it out, or they would burn things off that they thought might be a little bit suspicious to avoid things. And so that just kind of became part of my lifestyle, and I honestly let my guard down a little bit. I wasn't wearing as much sunscreen because it was just a hassle to go swimming and have to lather up and let it dry. And then, so I started, especially in the last 2 years, swimming a lot more without wearing sunscreen. And then later in the summer, I noticed a spot on my shoulder that was it just kind of looked funny. It was just kind of almost in the shape of a heart, and I noticed it kept getting darker and darker, and I just had a feeling something wasn't right with it. But I wasn't supposed to go to the dermatologist for several more months. So at one of the St. Tammany Health System's events, they had the Be Well bus out there, and they had dermatologists. It was one of the women's night out. So I was there with a girlfriend, and we were having fun, and I'm like, let me just go, since there's not a line at the bus, let me go see if they'll look at my shoulder. And the first doctor looked at it, and she called another doctor to come look at it, and they both were like, yeah, you need to get that biopsy pretty quick. And I'm like, okay. So I ended up calling my regular dermatologist and said, I need an early appointment. And he's, when he came in, he's like, what's going on? And I showed him the spot on my shoulder, and I told him what happened at the health fair. And he's like, I don't think it's anything to be worried about so much, but if you want to go ahead and get a biopsy, we'll do that to give you peace of mind. Well, it came back as melanoma. I just am so grateful that I took the time to go get my shoulder checked at that event, and I'm grateful that St. Tammany has these opportunities. And I just really encourage people, especially if you're kind of fair like me and you grew up before there was sunscreen and all of that, to please go to the dermatologist or stop by the Be Well bus at one of these events and just get things checked out a little bit. It doesn't hurt at all. So I'm extremely grateful that I have been proactive with my health, and that I, had those screenings, and, please take the time to get it done.